Alright, so I'm going to show you how to create your first class. So this is what your class would look like. It would have a promotional video like this. And let's hop on over to Masterclass because I think they're really excellent at doing this. They have a nice promotional video here, same with what you would do. And you could change this color or whatever you want in the picture as well, just like Masterclass did here. And then you're going to want a title. This is the title of the class itself. Here is the title here that you're going to have, and you're going to have a price for that class. So Masterclass is a little different. They have a bundle price, which you could do as well, and I'll teach you how to bundle up a bunch of classes, but this is just a price for one class. So your price goes there. And then you're going to have a get full access or anything you want to say here. So for example, Masterclass, what they say is get started right there. So you could change that to get started or whatever you want it to say. And then as you go down, you'll have a little description of the class, kind of like how Masterclass has their description as well. And then you'll see the lesson plan. So you could let people know what they're going to get when they buy your class. Just like Masterclass has. They have a bunch of lesson plans here, and it gives your users a good idea of what they're going to get. And of course, if they click on get full access, or if they click on any of these right here, it will take them to the credit card page to pay, just like Masterclass does, like this. And once your users pay, they will get full access to your class. They will have a login area, so only that person will have access to that specific class. Okay, so let's get into editing the class. So the first thing you want to do is hop on over to your admin area. Go ahead and go into your class here, and we're going to go ahead and make this class right now. So it's going to say add a class, and this is the name that you're going to add for the class. You could just call it whatever title is best for your class. So if you're going to teach people how to write a book, you could just say how to write a book. As simple as that. And this title would show up right here. As for the slug, this is just a URL friendly extension of what your class is. So it's like your domain name / something. This is so search engines could find you. I would just copy whatever you put up here down to here. Alright, so moving on down, add class related questions. If you want to add questions to each of your classes, like a multiple choice questions where they fill out a questionnaire and they could see if they understand your class or not, you could add that. You could also add a confidence score where somebody feels more confident or less confident about your class, and then they could circle back and go to that lesson again or your class again and say, you know what, I'm not that confident about it, but I'm just going to go through the class one time. That's really helpful as well. And a check mark where it's like, yep, you checked this class, it's off your list, and then they know it. I like to put none. It makes things easy and clean, but it's really up to you. All right, so moving down to featured image. This is the image that shows up on your classes. So if you put your classes, like you have a lot of them on your website, you have different featured images. This is the image that would show up. I'm going to show you how to add this grid later on to your website, but this image is what I'm talking about. So all you have to do is just click on that, and you could choose an image if you already uploaded it, or you could click uploads, click on this select files, and choose the image that you need. Click open, and then click add. And you'll know it's there because you see a little thing here. Okay, so moving down, you're going to say what type of video you want for your class. That's the video that comes up right here. So essentially, this is your sales video. So you could use YouTube, you could use Wistia, Vimeo, Dropbox. All of these are excellent. I tend to like either Dropbox or Google Drive. Those are really easy. So I'm going to just do Google Drive. And by the way, there's a video for each of these. So I'm not going to go through each and every one of these, but it's easy to find this URL in YouTube and stuff. It's the share URL. But if you can't find it, there's actually a video here for each one of them that will take you step by step through the process of finding that URL. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this URL right here. I already have it here in my Google Drive, and I'm just going to copy that, and I'm going to paste that right here. All right. Then moving down is the billing options, and this is a one-time payment option. You could make it monthly or yearly. For now, I'm just going to make it a one-time billing option right here. So let's go ahead and add a price to it. I'll just say it's $199, and that will show up right here, your price. Then for the button right here, this is the button text. So by changing that button text, that would change this button text here, and all you have to do is just add your text there. So after you're done, just click Add New Class, and you'll see it come up right here. And you could organize this however you want. So if you don't want that on the top, you could just move it down. And why that's important is because when you're on your website, and let's say you have different classes, it will organize these classes in the order that you want to show it. So the next thing you want to do is you want to go into your class and click Edit. This kind of drills down so you could have a little short description of your class. That will show up right here. So I'm just going to add some dummy content right there. And then I'm going to move down to the long description, and that's used for the payment area. So this is when somebody clicks on this and they go into the payment area. This is another description here. And by the way, you could put bullet points, you could put a guarantee here. This just reassures them that they're going to get what they're going to pay for, and it kind of motivates them to want to pay you for the class. So I'm going to go ahead and add maybe some bullet points here, just sample text. And this is like your guarantee, maybe lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, or whatever you want to put here. You could put all your lessons of what they're going to get, maybe money back guarantee, whatever you want to put here that will show up on that checkout area. Another thing that you want to look into is recommended classes. So if you did set up other classes and you want to show other recommended classes, you could put those here. And all you have to do is just kind of select all these by pressing Command and then click on them, and then you could undo them by pressing Command and click. It's not really necessary, but this gives you another option of showing recommended classes. Another thing you want to do is add a featured video thumb to your class. So let me show you what that is. The system default image will look like this right here. But if you change it to your featured image, that was the image that we added before up here, it will change it to that image. So let me just press save and let me refresh this, and you'll see that that featured image now goes there. But you could also switch this and upload a new image. Let's say I wanted to upload this image right here, and I'm going to click update, and I could refresh this page, and you'll see that this image is now there. So the featured video thumb is basically that image that people first see before they click on the video. Okay, so just look over this one more time, make sure everything looks good, and then press update down below. Now the next thing you want to do is you want to add your lessons to your class, because without your lessons, there is no class. We set up the promotional video, we added the price, we added a description and a title, but now we have to add the lessons to this class.